What's up, everybody? Moon here, beginning today's video, and I decided I want to have some really big announcements for today's video. It's going to be another reaction since yesterday's video was more controversial, and I shouldn't be doing stuff like that. It's going to give me a deep shit and deep trouble, so I decided to make it a little less, you know, let's just say people not being upset, I guess. I guess you can say that. You know, a lot of people get me upset. So anyways, I decided why not better than talk about Black Lives Matter? Because that could not be that controversial, right? Because that only means that, black people need to have a... should be ignored. That's it, right? So anyways, I said why not? That seems like an awesome topic, and it doesn't seem that bad as my other video where I was talking about what's better, death of a unbeliever or ripping up pieces of paper. So I decided why not make this video. So we're gonna go continue. We're gonna do multiple controversial videos against the Black Lives Matter movement. This one's included. This one's titled "Holding a Black Lives Matter Sign in America's Most Racist Town." I watched a little bit of it. Hence why I have another tab up here saying Marxist, because that's where I actually kind of stopped at, if I'm being honest. And I was like, man, I should really react from this.
Harrison, Arkansas is the most racist town in the United States.
Here we are. We have, I'm going to zoom in. We have a white man looking nice, looking kind of like eye bags under his fucking eyes, you know what I'm saying? Looks kind of like, fuck me, dude. Can't believe I'm going to do this shit. I'm probably going to die doing this. And above him, we have a big sign. His saying Black Lives Matter on a black poster with it being outlined in white. And then up here, we see a white sign with blue on it. And it says whiteprideradio.com, and then it has a red cross saying for the family, with the family holding the American flag, them all being white. And I have to try to point that out, but it's saying allright.tv.com. And this is in Arkansas, Kansas, here in Ku Klux Klan headquarters.
States.
Have a little pride in your race, brother. White pride, worldwide. I wouldn't say after dark, man.
Honestly, dude, you have balls of steel because you could get hospitalized by...
And I did pause this. I'm going to pause this because that's kind of true. You are kind of ballsy for doing that. I mean, not that I wouldn't. It's just, damn, man. You're fucking crazy. Perhaps whoever fucking did this.
Some guys that want to beat
I
your
didn't catch
ass.
his name in the
I've
chat.
had several
I'll make sure I
old
mention
men
it.
come out here, look out the window and tell me, says, you better go tell that nigger to get out of here or he's hit.
The
About
same
10
dude.
minutes, I'm gonna be back. You better be fucking gone.
That was the same fucking dude.
Okay, come back.
Now, I love this part. He said, okay, come back.
What
Shit.
about the white line? We matter too. You're a white man. Crazy.
A kike. Okay, cool. Anyways, I'd want to touch on that actually because that is the biggest misconception about Black Lives Matter. I feel like most people don't understand this, and I've had debates, and we're not really debating, but more like a civil discussion with two of my best friends on another platform, or a third party, and their biggest problem was like, I don't agree with it because, they kind of said something in line with this. It was like, we matter as well, and it's all lives matter. Like, why is it just black people, And I had it I didn't set them down and kind of like own their ass about it. I was more like having a civil discussion, like I said. And I just pointed out blatantly that, no, all lives matter. You're not understanding it clearly. It's not them saying only Black Lives Matter and that's it. No, that's not actually the case. You can assume that if you don't know, if you kind of just I guess very faintly came across it, right? You probably would presume that that's the narrative that's being driven. But that's not the case. The case is they just don't want to be forgotten. It's just saying, if I said white lives matter, am I saying only white lives matter? No, I'm saying I matter. At this point of period, in this context of the time period stamp, I matter. It's not me saying only white lives matter, because if I wanted to say that, I wouldn't say white lives matter. I'd rather be saying only white lives matter. So that's my take on it. That's how you get to reverse it on them, Whoever doesn't agree with it or kind of has that misconception about oh, why they're racist in a way because they're just saying only Black Lives Matter. When you get flip it and be like, well, does your life matter? Then okay, well, let's say if in the country you live in and they were let's say Asians being mad at white people and they were killing instantly, killing white people who were in I- who weren't justified to be killed. Let's say that. Which they didn't. Let's say this one person that have a gun got shot, died, and then we had a whole bunch of white people who held up signs saying "White Lives Matter." They're not saying they specifically matter and only them because they're precious and they're perfect little white people. No, they're saying they matter. Stop fucking killing us because we see you killing us for no fucking reason because we still see that little bit of, hey, put your hands up. Hey, what are you doing? You have a gun. Shoot, shoot. Bang, bang. They're dead. We still see that in today's society. Sadly, sometimes it could be justified for them having a gun, but sometimes most of the cases that we do see in videos, it's really not. And whoever says it doesn't, they really are taken out of context. And I've seen several videos of them. Just I've got to do reaction on that shit too. I gotta do some reaction on that because that's something I've always want to touch upon. It was other people's reactions and them not. They're not. I want to say soft with it. I just feel that sounds so fucking weird, doesn't it? They're not soft with it, you guys. No, they're not gentle. I feel like they're not. They're not. It's too much of a touchy subject that you're gonna offend too much people. That's my problem with it. You have to be careful what you say. I know that some people don't too, and I'm one of those people who don't. But even in this case, I gotta be like, shit. If I say something wrong and incorrect, I don't want to mislead anybody. Because in today's society, I feel like that's one of the biggest concerns was us misleading people. But anyways, holy shit, let's continue.
You're a dumbass motherfucker. You dumb shit.
Are you a Marxist?
A Marxist. I literally had to look that up, bro, because I feel like I heard that before, but I never cared. And here I found is what is an example of the Marxism. The definition of Marxism is a theory of Karl Marx, which says that society's classes are the cause of this struggle, and that society should have no classes. An example of Marxism is replacing private ownership with cooperative ownership. I'm not going to talk on that. I don't know. It's like I'm not too knowledgeable in that case, bro. I haven't studied that, and when I look at the definition, I was kind of like, bro, what the fuck? I don't know what that does, or how is that even remotely fit with this, with him holding a sign with that. I don't know. I don't understand. It must be like some racist joke. I just don't get. I don't know.
Domestic terrorist.
Domestic terrorist, though.
Why don't you take it to Chicago or New York or cold it up where they're shooting each other? Explain to me.
Jeez. Oh shit.
Chicago or New York or cold it up where they're shooting each other.
Wow, what you ordered up in New York, Chicago, where they're shooting up each other. What the fuck? Oh man, that's so much wrongness and so many levels, man.
Explain to me why coons life matters. Do a real fucking job. Find Jesus.
Find Jesus. Are you kidding me? Find Jesus for holding a Black Lives Matter poster, bro. That is insane. I would have been so offended, bro. I'd be like, bro, you kidding me? How are you gonna bring religion into this? This is like a section, a group of people matter. You're bringing up God into this. No, don't bring him up in this. Were you crazy? What does it say that God doesn't allow you to kind of, well, I think there's not really an accurate prediction of God seeing that, people to actually still be caring about race. I feel like God would have been like, dudes, you guys serious right now? Like, I thought you'd been over this because they're still fighting about it. Like, shit. But, anyways.
Hell, that shit don't make shit here. Hey, all lives matter, not just black. You're a Caucasian.
You're white.
You're Caucasian, you know that, right? Like, you're Caucasian, man. And, dude, you're white.
You look like a white guy holding a Black Lives Matter sign. What's the deal with that?
What is the deal with that? What the fuck? What's the problem with him holding that sign? Like, why can I hold the sign? Like, if I did that, would you be like, why are you holding that sign? I'd be like, why? What? See, that's when if I was them, and let's say if I was kind of racist and I didn't understand, that's when I would have been like, fuck, do I have the wrong interpretation of this? Because why is this white man holding up this racist black sign that I'm gonna go ahead and presume and assume as well that it means that only Black Lives Matter? I don't see why that's not the turning point of American today's society. If they kind of ignore that and don't question that, it's just kind of that dumbfounds me in so many ways. But maybe that's something I should do. Shit, that'd be a better reaction video. I'll get my girlfriend out too. I'll hold her fucking hand since she's half black. Anyways, continue.
You're saying you're a white boy carrying that stupid sign.
You're white, aren't you? Oh, boy. Hey, lady, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, you saying something too?
Yes, sir.
I am good.
Because I'm tired of seeing this right here is the biggest hoax there ever was.
It's just the next thing to ask.
It is.
The next thing to ISIS. Are you serious? This is unbelievable. Let me go back and repeat that.
This right here is the biggest hoax there ever was.
It's
Biggest hoax there ever was.
just the next thing to ask.
And this man says it's the biggest thing next to ISIS, and he agrees with him. How can we compare? Why does religion keep getting into this video, man? I thought it was done for religion to trying to get into a conversation against this matter or whole topic, but dude, seriously? Against ISIS? ISIS is literally chopping people's head offs over jihad, bro. Like, how are we gonna bring that up into this place? That is terrible. Where do you see Black Lives Matter people, fucking chopping off white dudes' heads off, because they're upset that white people keep killing them. We don't fucking see it, I mean, we do see statistically, yeah, we do see police officers dying from black people, but then we do see white people shooting at black people, or we do have black officers killing white people. This is common knowledge. This is logical. There's going to be people who are not safe to be in this world who will kill each other for unknown reasons. Why? It could be for hate. It could be for the love of killing. It could be the love of their anything really related to wanting to fucking kill somebody. But for them even being mentally challenged or just mentally fucked, right? This is common. This is logical. So it's crazy for them to. I mean, that's just so far fetched to me. I can't. Like, if somebody said it to me, I'm like, man, that's so far, man. That your reach went over my fucking head, because I'm not gonna let that shit hit me, bro. Because you're comparing one of the worst groups there ever was, the one that is most horrific, that has really dehumanized people in the way of their country, in the way they've treated people, and specifically treated Americans, deaf to Americans, that's per se. It's just terrible. They absolutely hate America, and you're comparing it to a group that absolutely loves America, but doesn't stand for the crimes that's being committed against these people. And the people who are black, of course, they love living here, and we're all grateful as American. I'm a first generation of immigrant, right? I come from a different country. I was born here. My family wasn't. I'm totally grateful that I live here. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I still love it. There's people who are in these Black Lives Matter. They fucking love this country. They just. I'm in a deep part. I can't. That's absurd. That's just absurd.
It is.
Yeah, black lives do matter, but what about ours, man?
Apparently, black people's lives matter more than us.
Apparently.
The Irish have.
The niggers gonna kill you. Black lives don't matter. What the fuck?
Hey, Mike.
And I have black friends. Fuck them. Oh, shit. I wonder if they knew you fucking said that now. I would love to know. Hey, Mike, how's it going?
How's your day going? Walmart, they put out this statement.
Oh, shit. Let me read it. Walmart corporate, advancing our work in racial equality, I'm sorry. Black Lives Matter. It is all our responsibilities to embrace the fact that in what we say and what we do, there's no way to live our values if we don't.
I would ask you to leave.
exactly what I'm saying is exactly what they would ask me to do.
Ignore the haters. They're being peaceful, and what you're doing is good. Just a friendly reminder: don't give. All right. Well, that video was very touching. Showed what's what and how people feel here. From Rob Bliss. Sorry, I'm really bad with my fucking words. How I pronounce shit. I have black friends. Racism drops to 0. Oh, this is true shit. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, she said that like it was a fucking big deal. Like I have black friends too, so you know I'm not racist because I have friends who are black. That means my racism is like depleted to fucking 0%, please. What should we watch? Couple who pointed guns at Black Lives Matter speaks out. We're gonna watch this one. Videos of
protests in Bethel, Ohio turned
Black Lives Matter demonstrators using racial slurs and intimidating protesters.
Violent. Officers say opposing groups clashed with protesters standing against racism. WCPO 9 News.
I'm gonna go ahead before I keep playing this. I'm gonna go ahead and let this kind of play out, and I'm gonna speak at the end of the video. Maybe. But.
News reporter Courtney Francisco spoke to people who were there.
There are a lot of videos circulating online of the Bethel protest showing people punching other people, men ripping signs out of protester hands. Now police want you to call if you recognize any of the suspects or victims in these videos.
They're ripping signs out of people's hands.
Others punching, pushing, racial slurs.
Excuse me?
Out here.
Excuse me? Wow.
Bethel police say they...
Holy shit. Damn, did I turn to the fucking worst? And of course I paused it, and as soon as I did, there's somebody with the fucking Confederate flag. There's always somebody with a Confederate flag. That's my biggest fucking problem. See, if I tell you this right now, and I'm being completely honest, guys. I'm a sweet, loving kid, and I'm for this movement, okay? I think it's clear to show I'm for it. There's some things I can't defend or can't condone against some people who are in the Black Lives Matter who've done some bad shit. But for the most part, most of the things I've seen them do is kind of justified. There have been some videos where I get like, okay, that went a little too far. But for the most part, I'm totally up for this movement. But tell me why this dude got to be here. Like, if you're not against it, fine. Come here, be educated. Bro, one day I got to go up to this shit and educate these people, because I swear. But if I see this flag at any moment, and this person is saying it doesn't matter at all, I don't give a fuck. I never ask for your fucking opinion, because that flag, let alone, we all know what it stands. You cannot see that's a fucking heritage family. You know, it comes from a family. It comes from heritage, basically. That's bullshit. If I ever see somebody with a Confederate flag, I will record it, and I will spit in their fucking face, because I'm tired of it. You know how many times I've had my job, and I've had to be nice to fucking customers who would walk up with jackets like these almost and have a little patch with a Confederate flag? Do you know how bad I want to rip it off and take it to my fry station and throw the shit in there? Or even just take it, bro, and just kind of look at it, admire it, and then, like, I don't know, put it, like, on the ground, like, step on it. Like, bro, I can't. Get that shit out of here. I'm sorry, but I'm not for that. I know what the fuck it stands for. Everybody fucking does. I don't know why I even said that. Like, I only know what it stands for, you guys. No, everybody knows what it stands for. It's not heritage. It's not family bullshit. Fuck the Confederate flag. I'm a racist against Confederates, bitch. That's the only thing I can fucking say. But anyways, let's go and continue.
They are investigating 10 incidents that happened at the protest Sunday afternoon.
Unfortunate that my young girls have to see people acting like that.
Amber Deitch says the day began like this, with a group standing in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement. Police say...
Perfect, bro. Y'all fucking seen that? Do I gotta go fucking back? What the fuck are they doing? Well, hold on. This quality is dog shit. So, maybe it's on that because it's audio.
Black Lives Matter
But
movement.
bro, I can respect that right there because all they're fucking doing is shit. My bad. All they're doing is standing aside on this pavement, right? On the sidewalk. They're not harming anybody. They're just saying, "Yo, Black Lives Matter," and whoever walks by, they might want to tell them about it and let the message go out. That's the best way. That's the best thing you can do. And you got these motherfuckers wanting to roll up like some bad shit.
Several motorcycle gangs backed the blue groups, and
Oh,
Second
that's
Amendment
terrible.
advocates showed up and moved toward the protesters.
Why?
You offended about?
Why'd you bring a gun? What? Where does somebody in there who are in that pavement have a gun? Why are you having a gun? Why are you wearing that hat? You shouldn't be supporting around here. Okay.
The goddamn around here.
I tried to contact that man, and I reached out to the others who posted video from the opposing side to find out if that's their message. No response yet.
I was here, be quiet.
Go. Nobody wants you here.
Protesters say police failed to arrest people fighting in front of them.
So this is how Bethel stand here.
I just don't think Bethel's a place to protest just because of where it's at, how the people are. I mean, you saw how out of hand it got within 2 hours.
Bethel Police Department says it had all 6 of its officers there and 1 Claremont County deputy.
I'm worried that the hate is just so deeply rooted. I'm not sure what to do about it.
I reached out to the mayor, a city council member, and the chief of Bethel Police to find out how many arrests have happened so far in the investigation, and I'm still waiting to hear back. I'm Courtney Francisco, WCPO 9 News.
Shit. Well, that's what it's it, man. Just them putting up with some guns, thinking that somebody else has a gun here at the movement when they can clearly just come up to it and see what it's about, but they don't want to do it because they're scared. They're not wanting to really listen. They're wanting them to leave, and that's that. You can't convince those kind of people, you feel me? Oh, shit. Let's click on this one. Oh, my lord. Why? Why you gotta do that? You gotta bring up this Confederate flag shit.
That's what they want, to get a rise out of us. So for us to just let them come do their thing.
You get to write your narrative. We write games with narratives. We are games.
There's their weapons. But it looks like they got supervision from the police that we can say, though. The other one, it looks like the police came after some disturbance came. They got police with them. I don't know if they talked to them and allowed them to have it. I mean, they had guns as well, so I don't know. This looks kind of crazy. Yeah, I believe in that. I wouldn't be here. This shit looks too fucking
You
dangerous.
can't
Both
erase
sides having
history.
guns.
It's there. It's permanent.
Just do it.
It's like you're going to talk with someone else. Time. Time is your worst enemy. You can't stop it. History, you learn from it.
The sign says, this statue celebrates the history of slavery and brother killing brother and promotes a heritage ignoring the death, terror, and enslavement it really stands for.
Well, these are uneducated people who think they're being oppressed. Wake up. Stop oppressing yourself. You're not oppressed.
Stop oppressing yourself. I'm sorry. Because you're not, guys. Shit. That statue's perfect, you know? Do I have to bring up another example scenario? Because I like making these scenarios where, like, for example, because, for example, we can all logically believe that if I wanted to be Mr. Christopher Columbus here in this bitch, but instead of discovering America, let's say we live in 2020 and out of nowhere, I wanted to say, we're going to start all over. This isn't going to be USA. We're going to live under, like, my rule dictatorship, and fuck all y'all, and I'm gonna kill certain people, and that's gonna be 27-year-olds who are well, let's say 27-year-olds who are like, I don't know, whites, right? And let's say I die. We all know I was wrong. I lose the war eventually, but they make a statue out of me. Does that mean people are oppressed? Does that offend them? Will that hurt people in generations to come? Will it? That's the question. And the question for me, if I had to answer that, let's say if I wasn't the one who did all that Christopher Columbus bullshit, for example, and I've decided to rip off America and become a dictatorship. We put somebody else in a place and all of that. And let's say I had a brother who was 27 and got killed. I am infected by that. Generations to come, because I could be, I don't know, 70 years old, for example, in this time era where slavery was ended. I could be 70, 80, 90, whatever. That affects me. That affects my kids and future generations because they couldn't meet their little nephews or little cousins, or I should say, yeah, their cousins and their uncle. That does affect lives. That does affect people because people were killed by this movement. So people are impressed to a certain degree, and they're not going to let this down and let their ancestors fight for something that they've died for and not let it go by waste just by some white people who weren't affected by it and were told, look, we're right, you're wrong, you're not oppressed, shut the fuck up, basically. You're not educated. So that's my take on that. I don't want to continue this, honestly. This looks kind of sad.
Now, us as Americans, when it comes to, how you want to say it, when it comes to financial, the poor folks, everyone's oppressed.
Everyone's oppressed, guys.
Well, look at how it all started out. Nothing was peaceful. It became violent. They started killing. They started looting. They started destroying shit. Plain and simple. So this is for the protection of the...
That's the cause and effect era, I believe. I love bringing up that scenario as well. Is that him... Oh, look, man. Well, look what they're doing, though. Like, what the cause is. They're just polluting. They're destroying. They're looting. They're killing. Quote-unquote killing. Heavy... quotations right there. Heavy quotes. On the killing part. But you really got to ask why. Why do people loot in this movement? Why are they doing this? There's got to be a reason. You can't blindly say, look what they're doing. They're doing it for no reason. They're not impressed. They're just mental. They're not educated, so they're doing this because they're not educated. That's so far-fetched to me. That's not correct. Because we can't sit here and say that them being just pretending that they're impressed, that they're doing this, that sounds kind of absurd. That's going far by lengths, man. That is by far the craziest thing you can fucking hear out of this video, at least. I think this man's a complete fucking moron, of course. I think that's another logical reasoning state where I think anybody would have to disagree with him. I think only people who would agree with him are people who don't believe in the cause and effect theory, that what they're doing is the effect, and the cause is them being racially profiled and being beaten, being killed. And you're knowing that, and you're saying that doesn't matter, because what matters now is what's in the present, and what's in the present is other looting. But at the same time, in the present, under doors, or behind doors, I should say, is them still happening to them, them still dying in protests. Because we can still watch videos now. I can go back and see people dying now, recently, because of these movements. And you want to talk about the present, you talk about what they're doing now, but not talk about what's happening to them. What's the cause of it all. You'd rather ignore that, because if they were to confront that, then it would make them kind of sit back and say, shit, I got a point. I've got to listen. Rather than resolve this, they want to have this conflict within our own brothers and sisters. So we all are, basically. We're all brothers and sisters at the end of the day. So, without further ado, let's continue.
People, protection of the city.
Black and white, this.
We're here to remove the racist monument in Gainesville, Texas, which is a 30-foot Confederate statue. They like to say, and I say they, I'm talking about those that are pro-Confederate, like to say that it is heritage and it represents their veterans, but that is not how it is received to people that look like me. I have family members that fought in the Confederacy. I also have family members that fought with the Yankees. And people like me that have fought in every single war in this country have no representation of that.
Exactly. All right. Let's continue. The more I see this, it makes me feel more sad that this is actually gotta. This gotta happen. You know, it's like one day someone's like, I think my life matters. The same as y'all's. It's like somebody else is like, I don't know. I don't know if yours does, bro. Like, can we argue about that? It's like, are you fucking serious? You want to argue about that? You want to tell me my life doesn't fucking matter? You want to twist it and turn it and try to impress your own fucking self and say, nah, well, mine matters. And it's like, when the fuck have I said yours don't? That's absurd to me. Oh, shit. Statue of Black Lives Matter protest removed after day one. That's fucking crazy, because these statues have been here for how many years? And one statue's moved after one day? Let's watch that.
2 for $6?
Oh, look, my old
Every
job.
day.
That's my old job. I used to work at Arby's.
A sculpture of Black Lives Matter protester Jen Reid stood tall in the English city of Bristol. But on Thursday, the local authority ordered it to be pulled down from the plinth where the statue of slave trader Edward Colston once stood. The statue of Colston was pulled down by anti-racism protesters last month in the wake of the death of George Floyd in the United States. Protesters then rolled it through the streets and threw it into the harbour. The idea for the sculpture of Jen Reid came about after the activist was photographed standing on the empty plinth during the protest in June. But Bristol City Council said no permission for its installation had been given, and it would be stored until the artist Mark Quinn, who created it, came to collect it. As for the statue of Colston, that was removed from the harbour and is now being restored. The city plans to display it in a Bristol museum alongside Black Lives Matter placards from the recent protest. It's so the 300-year story of slavery and fight for racial equality can be better understood. The Mayor of Bristol said it's up for the people of Bristol to decide what should go on the empty plinth where Colston and Reid once stood.
That fucking sucks. Oh, Black Lives Matter protesters confront white diners outside a cafe. Oh shit. It's the first video maybe of some I don't know, in that instance, I can't defend it as much. All you can't say looks like they kind of had the wrong idea going for that. I mean, I can't imagine if I was sitting down and somebody told me, hey, yo, get up and show your support. If I was at a cafe, like, of course, if I wanted to actually be in the movement, which I am, of course, like I've told y'all, I'm okay with the movement itself. But if somebody told me to try to force me after I was in a cafe with a friend of mine, with my girlfriend, I'd been kind of offended. I'd be like, really, right now? Like, if I wanted to come to your movement, I would have came to it. Come to the specific one, actually. So I can't defend it in that case, because I would, if I was in cafe, then it surely that clearly shows I want to be in the cafe at this current moment. I would have been like, yo, hey guys, listen, I am an activist. I'm okay. I'm okay with you guys' mood, actually. I'm just here drinking some coffee. Leave me alone. If that is the case, and they didn't leave this lady alone, then honestly, I'm not in favor of them, if I'm being quite frank. Because you shouldn't really try to force your values and beliefs on somebody like that. I think it's completely wrong. So, that being said, let's continue.
Shut it down! Shut it down!
You can look, and what always surprises me is that people won't even look at their website. They're not even trying to hide what they're after. They routinely attack on their website the queer family. They tell you essentially that they are Marxists. It reads a lot like Karl Marx and the Communist Manifesto. They think there's something fundamentally wrong and backward.
There was that word again, I don't even know. Fuck.
It's about Western society. It's why they virtually have wiped out Western civilization across college campuses in America, because they want people to hate, to think that there's something fundamentally backwards and wrong about Western civilization. So that's what Black Lives Matter is really all about. It's really just a costume for white liberals and people who wish to see the destruction of Western civilization to wear as they destroy everything that we hold dear in this nation.
You're not a dish.
Okay. That one was a tough one, I'm not gonna lie.
Canon Hinnon was an
Heavy duty country. Let's see what he talks about. We're gonna give off our let's see if we agree with him or not, huh? His tags are American country boy and heavy duty country. Tell this man a little that country shit. Let's go ahead and watch. Can't wait.
innocent little boy with a full life ahead of him until some piece of garbage walked up to him, put a gun in the back of his head, and shot him. What kind of psychopath would do that to someone, let alone an innocent child? And for what? Just because you felt like it? Or was it for Black Lives Matter to get revenge for all the slights that y'all feel like you've had? Well, I just have one thing to say to you. Fuck you. Fuck Black Lives Matter. Fuck your liberal ways of looking at life. And fuck Darius Sessions. If you have to put a color in front of Lives Matter, you're racist. Period. Prison is getting out of this way too easy for this thug. They need a new kind of punishment for people like this. All I have to say for you Black Lives Matter people still out there protesting, not caring about this poor little boy, thinking that you're still being treated unfairly and that cops don't like us and all this, fuck your bullshit. Yeah, maybe at one point you were unfair.
Wow. Okay, bro. Look, Mr. Big and Bad, fuck you too. Because that is fucking terrible. Look, nobody's out here saying that little boy deserved that fucking death. Did we look fucking mental? Do we look fucking stupid? Do I want anybody in my family who's a fucking child to die in the back of the fucking head by a bullet? Do you think anybody would say yes? Of course not. Why the fuck would you presume that? Why the fuck would you go out of your fucking way and just say, "Oh, fuck you guys," because you know what? Every single one of y'all probably condone this shit. No, of course not. We all seen this. It's logical. It's reasonable. We are gonna see black people who are finally get tough here, who are finally gonna get tired of this shit and just go all out and say, "Fuck it. No one's doing anything about this shit. I'm gonna go out and start killing some people." Did that person go out and kill a kid? We don't know. If that is the case, that he did kill this kid and he was in this movement, then he is not in part of this group. I am sorry, but we do not condone that shit. Let's twist this and reverse this. Let's say we had a KKK member, right? Let's say we had a whole group, actually, and one of them decided he didn't want to kill or actually he didn't want to discriminate and be a racist towards a black family that he came across. Is he actually a KKK member? No, he's not, because he didn't express his little heartfelt fucking feelings to the fucking family and gave him shit for why he really hates black people and per se. You know, it's kind of like in that sense. There's a Black Lives Matter. Does it have a bullet point where it says kill little white children? No. So what if you were to show any black person, I dare this motherfucker to go out in the fucking street where the fuck he lives. I don't give a fuck. I probably could see him in that one video I just watched with the most racist fucking state, if I'm being quite fucking honest. So how about you go ahead and go over there and ask those white people if they would condone this shit. Or even black people who would condone this shit. No, nobody condones this. You're fucking mental. Do you think Black Lives Matter movement is all about killing white kids? Or killing white people and killing a white kid to make it worse? Like killing anybody actually, but to kill a child? No, that's terrible, bro. You are Satan. If they find this person who killed this little white kid, just a child, innocent as hell, probably playing out in the street, right? Probably playing out in his garden or in his backyard or garden, whatever, or anywhere. I would personally go up to that guy. No matter if he's white, black, anything, any ethnic, any race, I don't care. And I will spit in that motherfucker's mouth. I will spit in that motherfucker's eye. I will spit in that motherfucker's nose. I will spit on his motherfucker's face. Anywhere in his fucking face. And then I will punch him. And I'll probably grab a crowbar and fucking beat him with it. That's my take on it. So I don't know why the fuck this dude is getting angry against... Alright, let's continue.
Fairly treated by a cop. I've had it done to me, but at least he didn't put a gun in the back.
In Black Lives Matter, just per se, it is not just about, oh, I've been treated wrong by the police, and I'm going to stick up for myself. That is included, but we have to represent, you have to understand that what people are representing today's society by having those dumbass fucking statues. I don't condone that shit. I'm a white guy. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I get to walk with my girlfriend. If we were walking, we seen that shit, bro. I would feel fucking bad, bro. I'm fucking white. She's half Mexican, half black. Man, I would have been like, bro, this is fucking embarrassing. Look at what my race is doing, bro. They're not taking this down. Why are we even having this? We know what it promotes. If you want racism gone in today's society, then stop promoting it. You're having statues. It's insane. It's. Okay.
Back of our head and blow it off. But that's what this guy did to this little 6-year-old boy or 5-year-old. Don't even try to compare it to George Floyd or any of the other thugs who got killed.
Don't try to compare it to any other thugs or George Floyd. We gotta pull up a video of George Floyd and how he died. Can we say that's not worse than his little white kid? Look, George Floyd and this white kid, this little white boy, died. They have seen the other side of death because of their race. You can compare it, because he died for their race. No matter the age, they are both dead. They don't want to be dead. George Floyd doesn't want to be dead. He wanted people off his fucking neck. Does this kid want to die? No, he wanted to play with his fucking toy. He wanted to grow up, have life revolve around him like we all do. But he doesn't have that fucking chance because he's fucking dead. So is fucking George Floyd. Over fucking race. Are you fucking insane? Are you mental? Are you stupid? It makes me think, how do you have a platform this big? How are people not wanting to kill you for your fucking dumbass ideas? You fucking... Oh.
Because that was their own doing. This is a boy, an innocent kid outside.
An innocent kid? Was George Floyd an innocent man? Point closed.
Playing on a bike. You got some thug who comes up there and says, oh yeah, he'll work. Oh man. And what is Black Lives Matter doing about this? Nothing. Nothing. And then you have some
You know what? Here's my solution. Here's what I'm gonna promote. Go outside, get a fucking poster, and write this kid's name, and next to it, have a sign that says White Lives Matter. Go ahead and do it. Just for this kid. Go out and do it. Remind the Black Lives Matter movement, look what somebody did from your movement, if this person even was from the movement. But if anybody were, I don't condone it. I'm in the movement. I'm an activist. Sure. I don't condone this. Because do Black Lives Matter condone killing? No. So this person is instantly not in my ideal image of somebody who could even be an activist. It's like telling a Christian, yo, do you love your neighbor as you love yourself? Or do you have to? Do you want to? And they're like, no, I never do that. I don't care about my neighbor. And as a fact, I stay clear of them. They knock on the door, I completely don't even fucking answer. Are they a Christian? No. You have to do that. It's what the Lord tells you. You do the commandments, you do all of them. You can't pick and choose your favorite one. You do them all, you're not in it. Same thing goes with this.
other thug who's on Facebook praising the execution of Cannon. Are you fucking kidding me? And what is Black Lives Matter doing about that guy? Sitting there and praising the dude who shot Cannon, saying, yeah, it's time for revenge. So let me just put this very simply for all y'all. Leave children out of it. If you got a problem with me or any of the other proud Americans, come up and say it to our face. But you won't do it. Because I will show you what America's about. So let me draw a line in the proverbial sand here, because I am tired of seeing y'all destroy America and now kill innocent children.
That's a big racial claim. I've seen y'all destroy America. Let me quote this motherfucker. Because the next time I go in class, I'm going to quote this motherfucker and say, every black person has destroyed America. I'm gonna drop the fucking mic, and then I'm probably gonna get jumped. Because that's probably one of the dumbest things that you could probably possibly fucking say. Why? Because does anybody in this fucking world believe that black people are destroying America? Has ever destroyed America? Because in this case, they've only been enslaved. They've only been beaten. They've only been tortured. They've only been trying to be... The only thing that they've tried to become is people who want to be not left out. And even in this case, where they're speaking out, and they're told, look, you got the same rights as we do, that you know, it don't fucking matter. You got everything, so shut up, be quiet. Listen to us. It just sounds insane. The more I watch this shit, bro, the more I'm ready to be like, bro, fuck white people in this case.
To those who support Black Lives Matter or even say it, you're nothing to me. I don't look at you as an American. And I don't care what color you are. I have some really good black buddies that I'd die for. But
I'm gonna stop that shit right there. I'm gonna stop it. That's it for today's video. The fuck I'm gonna write? I'm gonna write debate me. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't. Because here again, see somebody pull up that I got black friend. Stop. Stop. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And you know what? That's gonna end today's video. This is going long, way too much. My head's about to fucking explode at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and see y'all later. Thanks for watching today's video. I'm sorry if I fucking ranted. I tried to pick a less controversial episode, but looks like I've only picked one that's probably worse. So without further ado, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and within the comment, please tell me what y'all feel about Black Lives Matter. Y'all, are y'all okay with this? Do you believe it has some good cons, has bad ones? Of course, there's always gonna be good and bad about it. But are you okay with this? Do you think they have a good reasoning? Do you think it's what they're doing is right? That should they be feeling empowered now? And is it their time, or is it something that, well, let's just say you agree with that countryman we just seen. So, anyways, I'm gonna end it right there on that note. Thanks for everything, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.